All right, everybody. We're back. It's game number 2 between Evil Geniuses and Peruvian powerhouse Denial Esports. EG took a great game 1 in a pretty convincing fashion in about 15 minutes, so we'll see if Denial can come back with a better strategy here in this second game. Remember, this is a best of 5, everybody. The semifinals, the winner will move on, of course, to face off against Team Liquid in the grand finals. Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mott. You can follow me, of course, at twitter.com/MontDota2 if you'd like. Make sure you also check out AmericanDotaLeague.com. But enough about that for now. We've got some Dota to play. That's right, the IO getting banned out from Denial. And we'll see EG. Well, what are they going to do? Gyrocopter, pretty standard. And yeah, they like to ban that Gyrocopter for good reason. And I'm not even going to talk about it, but just for future reference, don't make any bets about EG banning out Gyrocopters. Just throwing that out there. Anyways, Denial is going to go ahead and ban out the Treant Protector as well, and we'll see the Bat Rider coming out from the side of Evil Geniuses. So Denial Esports, they've got a few options here to run. Of course, they can go for that Lifestealer once more, but it's been proven in that last game that they're really not afraid of it on the side of EG, and in fact, EG ran some crazy lineup with, of course, the Spirit Breaker and the Weaver mid, and on top of that, I guess there was another strange hero. Oh yeah, that's right, the Brood Mother. So EG, they're not really afraid of Denial here. Denial, they've got to kind of elevate their game to the next level, and that's going to be difficult because we're playing on USD servers. Denial's from Peru. It's a little bit of a latency difference. Denial like playing with this latency, but at the same time, I'm certain that it would help them to play on a little bit of a, more even server. But at the same time, nothing you can do about that. Denial, of course, they have their reserve time going right now. They're really trying to think about what they want to pick up here. Visage, they picked up Masoku, played it effectively, but not really well enough in that defensive tri-lane. And right now, I think EG is just... And I talked about this. They're 17-0, by the way, as of that last game in the ADL. Nature's Prophet going to go for Denial. This is exactly what they wanted to pick up with their first pickup. Mihawk does a great Nature's Prophet. Doesn't give you a whole lot of lockdown because, of course, Sprout isn't that great, but he's still a great split pusher. He can also be kind of that support Nature's Prophet to get that mech up early on. But more and more now, you see him pick up the Shadow Blade into an Orcam level and something along those lines in terms of just getting that split pushing build going and just trying to make it difficult for your, I guess, allies or teammates, or not teammates, enemies. Jeez, not sure what happened there. But yeah, just make it difficult for Evil Geniuses to be able to really fight 5-on-5. And especially with Nature's Prophet coming into fights and to ganks as well, it's something we'll see very, very early on here. And we'll see how EG wants to react to that. They've got the choice of a Darkseer with a Jakiro, and they're going to pick up that Darkseer. We'll see if they want to go for the Jakiro, which is kind of what Dignitas started running, and then everybody sort of said, yeah, this is going to work really well. I don't want to credit Dignitas for that specific, hero combination, but it certainly worked well with them playing it. They're going to go for the Rubik instead. Rubik, definitely a great hero to pick up. I think Telekinesis, Fade Bolt, 2 very good spells early on, and when you can get that spell steal, it's even better. Darkseer Demon plays it so effectively in that offlane. We'll see how he does play it here. They also like to go for tri-lanes from time to time with Darkseer, and I know you're thinking, well, wait a second, Mott, that's a little crazy. But we've seen it before with multiple teams, not just, of course, EG, but, really a lot of American teams doing it. Chen going to get picked up here from Denial. Masoku, a great Chen player. So it looks like it's going to be Nature's Prophet in an off lane or in a solo something lane, for example. But with that Chen, it means that he's going to be in the jungle, probably going to do a dual lane, make sure that dual lane is very, very, very safe, get that person some farm. It's not going to be the Gyrocopter. Ewo can't grab that. As you can see, they banned it out again from Evil Genius' side. So it's going to have to be something else here. But we will get into the second ban phase. Now, like I said before, 17-0 for EG in the ADL. When they drop their first game, if not in this series, then in the next series, it's going to be, I think, a huge loss to them. It's certainly not going to slow them down. I don't think they're going to care that much, but I just think that if somebody could take them down, would be impressive because they've just had flawless play throughout the ADL. And a lot of that play has come from strange lineups. Zeus supports, Sven carries, Sven supports even, Spirit Breakers like we saw in the last game. So EG, I think they're just having fun with it. And I think that's the most important part of Dota is just having fun with your lineup, having fun as a team. And I hate to say it, but it's just a shame that they're not going to TI3 because they're just such a good team and they've shown that with victory after victory. And so, whatever happens right now. Obviously, they're playing their best Dota that they've played in quite some time, I think. with, of course, the ADL, with, of course, how well they've been doing in, other tournaments like the D2L. They're going to Katowice, Poland. I think that's how you pronounce it, for the Raid Call EMS Summer 1. I had the pleasure of casting them in the NA qualifiers. They actually did go down to KP, but there was a little bit of controversy. If you guys are unfamiliar with that, just, Reddit search it or something like that. So the DK now coming out from the side of Evil Geniuses, Naga Siren as well for their bans. Beat is, I guess, Keeper of the Light not going to be available this time around, and of course the Jakiro getting banned on top of that. So we'll have to see what happens here. Denial, they have to put up a better showing right now. I mean, that's pretty much it. And we talked about the Peruvian powerhouses. Denial played an excellent best of 5 against Typical Mistakes in the first round, but they can't afford to go down 2-0 like they did up against Typical Mistakes, because Typical Mistakes, they threw, yeah, but and Evil Geniuses is a team that's known to throw, but I think they definitely want to at least try to tie this one up here if they can. And they're going to look to do that any way possible. But EG doing the smart thing, banning out two mid heroes that Smash loves to play. So he's going to have to go for, I guess, more of a normal mid hero here in this point in time. The Slark coming out from Denial Esports for Ewo didn't really work too well. I like the idea, but it didn't really get enough done there, especially against Demon, who actually really punished them by getting, some kills with, of course, Fear roaming through early on in that game. In a lane that really should have went to Ewo and Denial. So enough about that. We've got a minute and 10 seconds left in reserve time. So as I take a sip from my Arnold Palmer iced tea. No, that's not product placement. I just really like Arnold Palmer. Of course, it is, I believe, still happy hour here in upstate New York and in the Eastern time zone as well. So grab a beer. Some of you, I mean, it's the weekend anyways, so what do you guys got to do anyways? Just grab a beer, sit down, relax, have a few drinks. If you're underage, have a Coke or something, I don't know. Nyx Assassin now coming out from EG, and a hero that we haven't seen a whole lot of recently. And for whatever reason, he's kind of fallen off. He has gotten nerfed pretty much in every single patch up until this point. As of recently. So that might be one of the reasons why he's pretty easily countered by getting a gem, getting really good sentry vision up. But with the map control and the map dominance that EG had in the last game, it's going to be tough for Denial, I think, to really get that going. They're going to go for the Shadow Demon right now, so they're going for a very defensive lane early on, very defensive lineup. Evil Geniuses, they have a little bit more of a punishing lineup with this Nyx Assassin once he gets level 6. So there is a point right now where EG, I think, are going to try to finish this game early, and they absolutely can. Denial, they have to get, I think, a farming hero for EO. And it might be that Phantom Assassin that EO likes to play, because the crits are so necessary to have. But at the same time, it's going to be tough because they're going to be up against a pretty strong lineup, a pretty strong early game lineup from Evil Geniuses. And especially, if they pick up a mid-game hero here for EG, like the Queen of Pain in that mid lane, this is going to be very difficult, I think, for Denial really to try to take this to the late game. The Nature's Prophet will do a good job split pushing, things like that. Chen will have that Hand of God so they can fight a little bit easier early on. But it's a point where Denial kind of need to make sure they really get that farm going for that hero that they put down in that safe lane and try to get him some farm as much as possible. So Denial, of course, they're going to have a pickup here. They've got 1 minute and 22 seconds left in reserve time. And I'm going to do some predicting here. Do they go for their carry? Do they go for their mid? I don't know. What carry do I see? I mean, the Lifestealer is still available, but I don't think you go with the Lifestealer this time around, honestly. I mean, even though it's a great hero, I'm not really sure about it. It could punish heroes like Nyx, like Rubik, maybe even the Darkseer to a certain extent. Even the Queen of Pain because of Rage. But, I want to say they're going to go for a carry that's a little bit, maybe an Alchemist here would be the best bet for them. I'm not sure how Ewo feels about playing the Alchemist, but that might be a good pickup. They're going to go for a Shadow Shaman, though, in a very surprising move. And what I have to imagine is going to be a mid Shadow Shaman up against Queen of Pain. So this is interesting. I'm just going to call this a bold strategy coming out from the side of Denial. I mean, I don't know what they're doing with this. Because Nature's Prophet's going to be up top, probably. Chen and Shadow Demon down bottom supporting some person. Shadow Shaman is going to be mid? Question mark, question mark? We're going to have to wait until we see the last pick here. That's certainly not what I was expecting coming out from Denial. And this is a hero that you really see not a lot of in competitive play. Primarily because I think he's rather squishy. He requires level 6 to be effective. He has lockdown and all of that, but at the same time, he requires some farm, I think, to get arcanes. He requires levels, and I think they're going to try to throw him mid. They're going to go ahead and ban out the Luna from EG's side. Denial's going to ban out, of course, the side of Anti-Mage, so EG doesn't have that going for them. Fear, of course, just fine with any carry, really. And at this point, he can go for that Alchemist, and that's what I'm going to put my money on. But at the same time, with this mid-game lineup, there is a Lifestealer available. So do they go for the Lifestealer? I mean, that also could be pretty important to pick up. But they might go for another crazy carry like we saw in the previous game. Fear playing the Spirit Breaker, the Nether Cow, if you will. And, well, I guess it really comes down to what they want to pick. You know, we could theory craft as much as we like, but 20 seconds left on reserve time. The only people that know what they're doing are EG, so there's a good chance that it's going to be a Faceless Void as well. So we'll see if they want to do that. It's going to be the Spectre, though. Kind of a hero that's seen a little bit more play as of recently. And they certainly got that with the 5th pick. There's no danger of that getting banned out. So a smart pickup there. And this also facilitates early team fighting as well. I think people kind of underestimate Spectre's damage early on with Haunt. You know, with that Spectral Dagger. Of course, Desolate's really nice to have as well. And Dispersion, which is really good for that damage reflection, which will be super nice to have. So, Evil Genius's lineup is complete. Pretty standard lineup coming out from them. Looks like it's going to be Nyx, Rubik, and Spectre probably in a tri-lane with Darkseer off-lane and Queen of Pain mid, or they can throw that Darkseer in a tri-lane like I was talking about earlier. I don't think that's going to happen. There's a chance. Who knows? 43 seconds left on reserve time for Denial. They've got to pick up a carry here. They're not going to be able to rely on the Nature's Prophet just to carry them along. So, we'll see. All right, Denial, what are you going to do? What carry are you going to go for here up against the Spectre? Something with potential AoE might be nice to have. But this is a tough lineup, I think, for Denial to face up against right now, especially with that Shadow Shaman pickup, because let's be honest here, Smash is a great mid player, but up against Jao, who might be playing that Queen of Pain, this is going to be a tough matchup for him if they decide to send Shadow Shaman mid. And they're going to go for a Drow Ranger, ladies and gentlemen. Drow Ranger. A squishy hero, a hero susceptible to ganks, but when she gets her levels and damage, she can start just absolutely pumping it out. And, well, we'll see how it goes. Evo is going to be playing that Drow Ranger right now. Evil Geniuses, they're going to take a moment to get their lineup set up here. But Fear, you know, he's on that Spectre, Jao on that Queen of Pain. So everything looking pretty ordinary here. And, yeah, this is going to be it. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here. This is, in fact, game number 2, game number dos, if you will, between Evil Geniuses and Denial Esports, of course, the Peruvian powerhouse. They're down 1-0 EG, the American team, I guess, with the undefeated record right now, likening that to the New England Patriots of 2007, or I believe it was 2007. They're in a good position here, especially with this draft, I think. With Denial, this is a very, 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 very interesting draft for them, and I hope it turns out favorably for them, but at the same time, this is going to be difficult, especially up against the likes of EG, who is, you know, they're not just any scrub team. This is EG we're talking about. Jumping into the game, on the side of Evil Geniuses, Beat is going to be on the Nyx Assassin, Demon on the Darkseer, Jao going to be on the Queen of Pain, Fear on the Spectre, and Bambo Dota going to be on the Rubik. Meanwhile, on Denial, we'll see, I'm on the Radiant side, Iwo on the Drow Ranger, Misoku on the Chen, we're going to see Misko on the Shadow Demon, Smash going to be on the Shadow Shaman, and Mihawk will be on the Nature's Prophet. So a little bit of confusion, the Shadow Demon and Shadow Shaman just standing right next to each other, just talking about things about, you know, just shadowy things, like, oh, well, you know, shadows are pretty cool. You know, I like shadows. If only they had Dazzle next to them, and then they could talk about more shadowy things. Of course, Dazzle's the Shadow Priest, by the way, in case you were wondering. And the Shadow Fiend. So, a lot of shadowy figures in Dota. But 5-man aggression coming out from both sides into their own jungle is really not going to be able to find anything. This is going to be a defensive tri-lane here. Fear, he's going to try to get this farm. Pretty smart decision, I think, coming out from EG. They don't need to really do anything crazy here. They just need to get Fear farmed. And this probably is eventually going to turn into a sacked lane. I don't think Nature's Prophet can stay up here for too long. They'll be, you know, being aggressive way too much here. With Bambo, with Beatas, the combo they can get, the Telekinesis first or even the Impale first, is going to be a tough one to be able to survive from. And they're going to throw Misko up here, and it looks like he's not even warding. It looks like he just wants to take a look at the top rune spot. Not going to find it. There's no wards there, so really he's just going to head back down. He's going to say, all right, you're on your own, buddy. See you later. Meanwhile, Mihawk, of course, going for a Ring of Protection, some clarities as well. You can see that the treants are coming through here. This is just going to be free gold coming out from the side of EG. You can see that Bambo's already going to grab one of those kills. The treant trying to roam through, just trying to be annoying, but not going to be able to pull that creep wave. So Fear, he's not too concerned. He's going to go ahead and body block it right next to the tower, make sure that doesn't push out too far. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, this matchup is certainly going to be, I'd say, very difficult for Smash. I mean, he's got that Ether Shock, which will be nice to have. Really what it's going to come down to is level 6, and if you can get those ward traps going. Level 6 for Shadow Shaman, for those of you that don't know, you can, of course, use your ward traps, get the person stuck in the traps, but against Jo, it's not going to matter. He's going to have Blink, so it's really kind of few and far between here for Denial with Smash up on this hero. Right now, he's sitting at 1 CS. He's denied twice, so he's doing an okay job here. And Jo's actually doing not that great as well up against Smash right now, so we'll see if Smash can carry this through, but, you know, if they get some roaming going through, and Misoku, of course, going to throw up that Wild King and just use that camp, and that's real easy to get some experience from. Wild King War Chief is probably your best bet in terms of luck if you can get that early on, so smart that he can do that. Already, Misko chain pulling, so this game going a little bit better. It's 1 minute to the game, so let's just hold our horses here for a second. The problem being Ewo, you can see how squishy he is, even with a Wraith Band right now. He did get some regen going from him. Of course, it was pooled, so that's just something you want to keep in mind. Jo, when he gets some levels, I think he'll be in a position where he can absolutely dominate Smash, but this matchup actually doing okay for Smash right now with that Ether Shock just consistently being used. He went for that Null Talisman. He'll have his bottle pretty soon, if not already. I don't see it on the courier. I don't see the courier roaming out there. Mihawk, of course, sitting down here from the low ground. Looks like he wants to go ahead and just try to use this low ground to be able to use his treants to tank and, of course, just hit from the low ground here. But now he actually might be in some trouble. They actually see him, I think. Beat is, can I think impale from the low ground, or the high ground, excuse me. Demon's going to chase after him. Demon, he's in the jungle. That's where he's going to start off. Meanwhile, there's going to be a nice job from Smash using the shackles there. Jo's actually having a rough time here in this mid lane. So forget what I said about Jo should be winning this matchup. I am completely wrong here, at least for right now. Smash is doing an excellent job. He did take a Shadow Strike, but really not that big of a deal. He's level 3, as you can see. He's got 9 CS here. He is, of course, 2 ahead of Jo, so it's interesting to see Smash already outplaying Jo in this lane, but of course it can change drastically. Ewo's getting 15 last hits here, so EG, they seem to be a little bit uncomfortable right now, but then again, it's only 2:36 in the game. A little too early to talk about it. Misoku just absolutely obliterating that camp. They just stood there and kind of took that tornado to the face. They're like, oh, there's a tornado here. Well, we better not move or anything. Let's just stand here and huddle together. Maybe we'll survive. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. Bottle crowing, it is going for the side of Smash. Top lane now. Fear's getting some decent farm as well, 14 last hits, but Evo's at 17. So the Black of the South, of course, Black, of course, the player from Mouse Sports. I like to call Ewo the Black of the South, or Ewo Copter, depending on what he's playing at the time. Doing okay with his farm right now. Getting some decent last hits, even with an animation that's a little bit more tricky. You know, Drown Ranger is not the easiest person to last hit with, but once you get, of course, your Wraith Band, a little bit more agility, even your treads on top of that, you're okay. Mihawk's getting some experience now. He is still only level 1, as you can see. In fact, he's the lowest level in the game. So right now, the good thing is that since Demon's in the jungle farming, he's got pretty decent CS. He's sitting at 21 right now. A lot of that is jungle farm, which is disconcerting. And he does have to actually head back to base, but at the same time, he's doing okay for himself. And these Hellbears, of course, distant relatives to the Hellbears from the previous game. They might kill this Hellbear mother, and this cub, of course, would be very sad again. What a tragedy that would be. Smash, right now, okay, it has leveled off a little bit. There's going to be a Screaming Pain going and Smash the Ether Shock. Jo actually not doing enough damage to Smash there. Surprisingly enough, Smash is taking some decent damage. He's not actually taking a whole lot from those Scream of Pains coming out from the Queen of Pain. So it's interesting. Jo will grab rune control right now, despite the fact that Misko as well as Misoku had real vision on that rune. They really couldn't contest it. With the blink coming out from Queen of Pain, you really don't have any contestation there. There's going to be Screaming Pain going, and now Jo should start, I think, leading in terms of CS right now. It's still pretty even. There's going to be a Shadow Strike going. Smash now going to take some damage from that as well. And this is the point. Meanwhile, First Blood, a dive going onto the side of Mihawk. They will grab that kill. Fear grabbing it with the Spectral Dagger. He's sitting a little far ahead here, so I did miss that one. I apologize. Now, Demon getting chased after as well. He's going to surge himself away. He is down here in this bottom lane, this bottom jungle. They can actually cut off the path with Smash coming through with some usage of that Shackles there. And Smash looking for him. But Demon going the long way around. You can see he actually is going to spot up the courier. He's going to, of course, just try to get the kill here. Nope, he's just going to run right underneath it now. He's going to head up back to that top lane, it looks like, as well. Of course, this Dire Radiant Ancient stack on top of that. Smash now sitting at 17, 18 now, so very close to the mid lane. 10 denies going out for the side of JO, 8 going for Smash, so it's still a very, very good start from both heroes here, but it's surprising that Smash is doing as well as he is. Looking at the experience, the Dire side, EG, have the lead, as well as in gold too. They both have about 1,000 gold lead or experience lead on top of that, so Smash backing off as the surge was coming through from Demon. They didn't actually have any vision here, but now the rotation's coming through from EG. This is a smoke gank, and they've got 2 great roaming heroes on top of this. This is telekinesis into an impale or vice versa, whoever they want to lead. And they're thinking about it, and Smash is going to back off for the time being. Meanwhile, Drow Ranger taking down that bottom tower. He did get that marksmanship up, so he's going to be doing some more damage now along with those creeps, so really nice to see. Here comes Bambo and Beat as though looking for a kill. The Scream of Pain going, the Shadow Strike as well. TP rotation coming in. Now they're going to back off. Misko's here. They want to telekinesis on Misko. Into the Impale. It is going to hit. Misko is in some trouble. Jo, of course, with the Scream of Pain, grabs the kill. Nicely done coming out there. 2-0 going for EG, but Ewo does take that, of course, bottom lane tower. So they will pick that up in the meantime. However, a nice roam coming through. They didn't get smashed, which is, I think, what they wanted. However, they will pick up Misko, who rotated right in front of that tower. Maybe should have rotated and TP'd in right around here. That would have dissuaded them from going any further. And also, they wouldn't have been able to dive for that. Demon is down in that bottom lane right now. Here comes the Dark Troll Warlord. He's going to throw up that ensnare, potentially. Masoku getting very lucky last time around with typical mistakes. That matchup, he had 3 Dark Troll Warlords in that matchup, by the way, just to throw that out there. So if he can get another one, he'll do okay. He's going to run right into Demon right now. Masoku cannot fight Demon. He's going to use that test to face there. Demon just still trying to chase after him. He also has that wall, by the way. He actually skilled wall before he skilled the vacuum. Masoku in some trouble, taking some damage, you can see, but here comes the side of Ewo now. There's the haunt. Jo's going to come through, get the kill. Fear does on the side of Chen now. Ewo's in some trouble as well. Demon, the Scream of Pain. Jo grabs one there. Sonic Wave, double kill coming up from Jo. Smash. He rotated through at the wrong time. He's got no mana. Double kill for Fear, and just like that, EG clean up with the haunt, with the team fight. They get it all done, and now looking for Mihawk, who TP'd down here, looking for maybe a full team wipe. It's not going to happen. Mihawk will be able to escape underneath that tower, but EG looking a little bit, I guess, sketchy early on in the game, finally showing that they're ready to team fight. And that's exactly what I was talking about. They need to be defensive here for denial. They really can't keep looking for pickoffs here. And with that fight, that is a 2,000 experience swing and about a 1,500 gold swing as well. So 1,500 gold, 2,000 now, in fact, even going for EG, and 4,000 experience. So a big fight for EG at about 7 minutes into the game. And just like that, everything kind of turns around there. Looking at net worth while we've got a second. You do see the Spectre sitting at 3,900. Phase drums are done. He's going to go ahead and Spectral Dagger back to his lane, it looks like, without TPing there. Smashing Ewo, maybe looking for a kill. The Silence needs to go first, and that's what they were looking for. Unfortunately, that Drow Ranger not fast enough. Whereas Jo, he can get out of some pretty precarious positions. Alliteration not intended. Just by blinking away. And in fact, he's going to stalk down in this bottom lane, this Nature's Prophet, and he's going to be in some trouble here. He's going to try to TP out, and actually that's the smart thing to do. So Jo showing himself a little too early, potentially not able to get that kill. The wards are going to go. TP rotation now coming in. Beatus, he's not 6 yet, but he of course has Impale, which is still a pretty great spell. Nice disruption from Misko. No denial coming out from Jo. There's the silence, of course. Can they get the shackles going? Yes, long-range shackles. Jo is going to fall down. Nicely done from denial. They needed that pickup. That is the first kill of the game for them, and they get the tower on top of that. Of course, that tower is down in the top lane. Fear has plenty of room to farm right now. If this game goes late, I'm pretty sure Fear should be able to absolutely out-carry them on that Spectre, and let alone, of course, Jo with that Queen of Pain. You do have Mihawk, but he's not really farming super effectively. He doesn't have his Midas, and he still might go for it at this point, but he isn't going for it just yet. That does help them out a little bit in terms of experience. 3,000 experience now going the way, still of EG, and 1,500 gold, but it is starting to make a climb back to Denial's side with that kill, with that tower as well. The thing is that with this experience lead that EG has, they're able to pretty much just kind of sit around, wait, and then push whenever they feel like it. Meanwhile, down in the bottom lane here, where is he? Demon just vacuuming his way, making it so that he actually left up all of the trees on the outer edge here. So if he wants a gank, he absolutely can. He's got a little fort for himself here. He's just going to chill. He's actually going to head out now. He's going to like, all right, I'm done here. He's actually going to maybe just cut off the creep wave, and that'll push this tower a little bit quicker. And Ewo will have no creep wave to back him up. Meanwhile, Jo is going to get hexed up right now. Might go for that disruption. Soul Catcher's going to go. There's going, of course, be the Shackle. Hand of God flying as well. Fear haunting in. But Jo is going to go down. Smash going to grab that kill, but Fear picks up Misco right now. Smash on the run. The Impale as well. Ether Shock's going to fly, do some damage, but Mihawk now into trouble as well. Ewo trying to right-click onto Beat. Is going to get the kill. No. Now, looks like Misoku also in some trouble. Bambo getting a double kill. He's in some trouble. Nice X coming in. Ewo looking for that kill. Bambo, he's going to grab it. Now the Shackle's on Fear. Fear is in some trouble. Somebody bought back. I'm not sure who. Fear trying to get out of there. Will he? No. The wards are down on the ground. A little bit of a waste there. It doesn't matter. They pick up the kills. Somebody bought back. I think, yes, it was the Shadow Shaman. Smash getting back into the fight. And that really turned things around, I think. Just getting those kills as well. Ewo surviving that entire time. He has his Helm of the Dominator, by the way. Definitely a good fight coming out from the side of Denial. That also gives the mech now for the Chen. They're looking for potentially the Darkseer here in the jungle. He's got Surge. If he, at first sign of trouble, Demonic Purge is going to come out. No, he's not level 6. And he's going to go ahead and use that disruption. I'm not sure if he used Surge yet. There's the Silence. Demon now it's in trouble. Demon's going to fall. That Silence coming in very handy from the side of Ewo. And Misko's going to grab that kill on top of that. Now roaming through is going to be the Rubik. Bambo, you don't want to be here. Spell was stolen. It isn't going to be a disruption as well. Meanwhile, Fabled also doing a lot of damage. Misko's got to be very careful. He's got wand charges, so there is that. And I'm going to take a break from talking here for a second. So we're going to show up the 2,000 experience now going and the 1,500 gold. So still. Meanwhile, Bambo getting silenced now. The Vendetta is going for Beatus. He is level 6. They will take up Misko right now with, of course, Bambo grabbing that. Queen of Pain coming with the Scream of Pain. Ewo is going to get right-click. No, the deny from Mihawk. Nicely done. What a deny from Mihawk. Now on the backside, there's going to be the Impale, the Scream of Pain as well. Mihawk is going to fall. And in the end, it's a 3-for-1 trade as they went for Bambo. But Jo doing a nice job, turning everything around there. And Fear, of course, not even having to use that Haunt. It was on cooldown anyway. So he is going to go for a casual Vitality booster, by the way. Do want to check out the items while we've got a second here. Oh, Beatus, Misoku. He's like, yeah, no, let's not do that. Let's just back off here. Queen of Pain, Scream of Pain. Why do they have to do that? That's so difficult for me. Rhyming is hard, guys. Demon, of course, very close to a mech of his own. Everybody else is pretty much at what we talked about. They are going to go for the Midas on Mihawk. And he'll have that in about 400, 300 gold, roughly. Well, 400 gold now that he bought that TP, so it was right the first time around. TP rotation is coming down from Ewo here. Looks like they want to make sure that this tower doesn't get pushed. Demon's here, and it looks like Jo and Bambo can't really decide what they want to do. Bambo's going to go ahead and counter ward, as that lane ward was in a nice position for them. And there is the sentry here, which I don't think is going to spot out this ward coming out from the Radiant side. But that's a brave ward. Usually don't see wards coming out from Radiant side there, because that gets counter warded like 99% of the time, and Bambo doesn't have another sentry, so that's not going to matter, I guess, at this point. But you look at the vision they've got. They have this nice little ward here, which is going to block the creep camp, of course, with that magic bush. Other than that, dire vision, not really a whole lot of on the map. There is the radiant vision, which we can see here and here. Actually, they do have this ward here as well, so they really want to get vision in the bottom jungle, the bottom half of the map. Fear's going to go for a Vanguard. I'm surprised he went for that item. It's good, I guess, when you get it at 13 minutes, so I'm not really going to complain about it. It actually lets him fight early, too, so I think that's the smart play. And he can haunt in if he wants to with this fight, and certainly might think about doing so. Beatus is going to go ahead and do this wraparound right now. In fact, might even actually found out Mihawk. So Beatus stalking his prey right now. The engagement's going to happen soon. There's the haunt going through right now. Mihawk taking a bit of damage. The wall as well. The Impale. Iwo's taking so much damage. He's going to fall. The Sprout is going to fly. The Sonic Wave hitting too. Everybody from Denial is super low. Mihawk able to right-click. Fear getting a double kill. Bambo getting chased right now. Meanwhile, a triple kill for Fear. The Impale's going to fly. Smash trying to get out. No, the vacuum. It is an absolute massacre. Denial. They lose all 5 of their heroes, whereas Jo is the only one to go down on the side of EG. And once again, nicely done from EG, setting up that gank. Beat is coming around from the backside. A huge wall coming in from Demon with that vacuum being at level 3. Level 2 wall is going to come soon. Of course, level 4 vacuum on top of that. Jo going down, but getting an excellent Sonic Wave off, making everybody so low. And Denial, they could not really fight that. They tried to push. And I talked about it earlier. This seems to be a team that needs to be, I think, a little bit more defensive here, but they're trying to go for some early towers. They're trying to go for the tier 2s, but instead they're fighting into a team that is far superior team fight with this Darkseer, with the Queen of Pain, with the Nyx Assassin, and even the Rubik, because he has Spell Steal. And I like the guts for them to go for the Shadow Shaman and the Drow Ranger, but it's not working out right now. Drow Ranger's too squishy. She can't get all of her right-click off in fights. And EG knows how to, go on somebody, essentially. Like they're going to go on Mihawk right now. Beatus trying to right-click him down. Mihawk's going to just run into the trees. Hand of God's going to go. He'll TP out as well. Beatus does not have Impale, so of course he will get out of there. Meanwhile, Misko in a bad position. Scream Pain went, of course, Disruption. Will they blink further? Does not look like it. So Spectre's going to grab that bottom tier 1 tower. Finally, it will go down. So EG starting to, I guess, lengthen their lead here with 5,000 experience lead. Spell was stolen from Masoku. I believe it is Hand of God. Yes, that is a huge spell for Bambo. Now 5,000 gold also going for EG. Masoku getting chased here. Nice vacuum back further. You can see the Fade Bolt as well. Can they get to him in time? They don't want to telekinesis. Well, they want to try to telekinesis him. It's not going to happen. Meanwhile, telekinesis on Evo. Stun on the smash here. Misco. Now the silence going maybe on Demon. Demon in some trouble right now. Demon should fall here. Yes, and Evo will pick up that kill. Demon buying back immediately, by the way, and TPing to the tier 2 bottom there. Jo's heading out of there. He's going for that early Orchid Malevolence. Definitely the strong pickup. Generally what you see on the side of Queen of Pains throughout the world from now on. It's the build that was pioneered by many, many people. Of course, Jo included. Korok on top of that. Smash. They're going to haunt in here. Fear looking to kill Misco, and he's in some trouble. The ward's on the ground right now. Hand of God, and they did steal the spell. That is ward's going again, so 2 down, and nicely done from Jo. And you can see these spells that Bambo's stealing right now. He's got the wards. He's going to be able to use that for the next push. The Hand of God did go from his side, I believe. I don't think that was the Chen Hand of God. Meanwhile, Nyx Assassin grabbing the kill on Mihawk, who is a little out of position. Beat is grabbing that one, nicely done there. And Evo, of course, the Vendetta's on cooldown, so he shouldn't be too scared here. The Impale and I think the Mana Burn are not enough. He might go for a Dagon next. Tier 2 tower bottom, taking some damage. And EG now starting to really increase their lead. So this game was looking good. Real good for Denial, I think, early on here, about 12 minutes into the game. They had a chance to really get back into this one, but that push down in the bottom lane kind of, I think, cemented this deficit that they've got. Not to say that it's over yet, but it's going to be very difficult to get back into. You see the wards coming now down from Bambo, of course. He did steal those. Vacuum going back in. They're trying to kill the Chen creeps here. Dire Structures, Radiant Structures going to be fortified. Smash taking some damage, just trying to right-click these wards down. Bambo's going to get hexed up right now. A little bit of a bait there. Iwo's going to silence onto 2 there. Bambo's going to get slowed as well from the Demonic Purge. Chen grabbing the kill with the Test of Faith. And easy game, easy life for Masoku right now. Well, not really, but easy game, easy kill, I suppose. It's not really an easy game either, so that doesn't make much sense. Down in that bottom lane. Demon going to vacuum this back and just try to push this out. Looking at the items again, Masoku has that... he's got the Chen with the mech. Demon has the mech as well. Orchid Malevolence very close to being done for Jo. Fear has probably got some gold in his bank, 3,600 to be exact, so it looks like it's going to be a Radiance for him, which will deal with those squishier heroes like, of course, Smash, like Mihawk, so, and even Evo to a certain extent. Getting chased on the backside, Jo actually has an Invis Rune, and he can open up with a Scream of Pain, Sonic Wave as well, and might do so. He's just looking, waiting. He's actually waiting for Demon to come through here. He's got a vacuum, by the way. Sonic Wave's going to fly. Smash is dead. Demon just hits him once and he's dead. And just punches him in the face. And it's like, alright, well, you're dead now, so there's that. So they use the Sonic Wave to grab that kill. Not necessarily a bad thing. Beat is roaming on through the Iron Shell, doing some damage. He's going to initiate with that Vendetta. The Impale as well is going to go. Nice disruption to save him. The Vacuum's going to go as well. But here's the Haunt coming through. Misco's in some trouble next. Masoku is going to fall despite that mech going right now. Fear getting slowed. Ewo trying to silence him up, and will silence too, but Ewo's way out of position. The blink forward. The Shadow Strike. Ewo's going to fall next as well. 4 down. And EG with a superb team fight again. Mihawk nowhere to be found. He's farming up in that top lane. But Denial, they lose 4. They're going to lose potentially a tier 1 tower and even a tier 2 if they want to. I completely forgot that this tower was alive still, so there's that. I was like, why isn't the health bar showing here? Oh, because there's a tower right here. I see. Orchid Malevolence done for the Queen of Pain. So, yep, it is going to be a Radiance for Fear. And opting not go for that Diffusal Blade. Ownage going for the side of EG. And Jo picking up that kill on Mihawk, who is still pushing that top lane out. Jo's gonna just get out of there, and I think that Smash is getting upset and he wants this this tower, but now a TP rotation is gonna come through and Smash. I'm not sure why you're staying here. In fact, he wants to go on Demon. He's gonna hex him up. He's gonna get silenced. Smash in some trouble right now. He wants this tower. Unfortunately, the martyrdom is not going to pay off as the fortifications flying. They're gonna clear all of these wards down, and then they'll be able to deny it. And of course, Pete is picking up a kill on Chen, who maybe just ventured a little too far. So that's kind of when you know the game is really turning sour. When you try to martyr for essentially a tier 1 tower and you're still not able to get it and it gets denied, that's like maybe the most frustrating thing that could happen to them at this point. TPing in, Mihawk, he had no vision there, I think, and that was a brave TP. Meanwhile, Radiance is going through, and Beataz is here alone. Misko taking that Urn Charge, and in fact, that Spike Carapace might actually kill him. The Mana Burn, maybe the Deny, not going to happen. So, nicely done coming out from Beataz. He grabs a kill there, and he's got that Force Staff on top of that. So now, they're still owning. 9-29 is the score, and Denial will need to somehow figure a way out of this game. And really, Evo needs a BKB, but he needs a lot more than that. He needs a team that he can fight around, and ever since that push down bottom, that's not available for them. The Silence going in Smash right now. Of course, the Orca Malevolence is taking some damage. They haven't used the, of course, Scream of Pain. They don't even need to. Demon's going to take the kill with the Vacuum and the Ion Shell, so easily done there for the side of EG. Masoku's getting chased now. The Shadow Strike, the Sonic Wave, the Test of Faith went in fear. Grabbing a double kill, actually. In the meantime, up in that top lane, he got the Chen somehow. And, of course, Ewo on top of that as well. So 9-32, looking at the graphs right now. 15,000 experience lead, 12,000 gold lead. So Denial, despite having a really great early game as Jo picks up another kill down in that bottom lane, they are in a position where they're going to go down 2-0 here to EG in a best of 5. Now, remember, up against typical mistakes, Denial came back from 2-0 down to win the series 3-2. So there is a possibility, but it's certainly going to be difficult. Misko's getting chased up. Nice disruption is going to stop Fear from his pursuit, but that burn damage you can see from the Radiant still goes through that disruption anyways. Force Staff forward beat as the Impale is going to hit. Nice Force Staff as well. The Spike Carapace. Test of Faith is going to go, by the way. The Wildkin War Chief, the Rubik. He had stolen, I believe, the Holy Persuasion. Yeah, he's got 2 Wildkins going. Bambo Dota. So good. Bambo grabbing that kill. GG is called. We're going to move on to game number 3, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, EG, just like in the previous game, but this one only taking 21 minutes, so a little bit longer than the first one. Meanwhile, in that mid lane, you can see the wall going down. Masoku getting vacuumed. Didn't go through it, actually. The mech's going to go. He also does have the Hand of God, but no mana to use it. Smash. Going to throw up the wards. Demon maybe in a bad place there. Wards being stolen there. You can see there's going to be the Shackle going, but Smash taking a lot of damage from his own wards. But before we could see any of the concluding action, we get the GG from, of course, our referee. So that's going to be it. You look at the net worth chart, everybody on EG leading the way there. But, of course, that is after everybody DC'd out, so that's not really, I guess, doesn't really matter. Anyways, game number 3 is going to be coming up, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mon. I hope you're enjoying the casting. This is the American Dota League, the semifinals. Winner of this series gets to move on and place against Team Liquid. Loser goes down to face the third place matchup of Team Dignitas, so keep that in mind. So Denial, one game away of going down to play up against Team Dignitas for third place, and of course EG 1 game away from going to the grand finals, which are tomorrow, I believe. By the way, make sure you check out AmericanDotaLeague.com and Twitter.com/AmericanDota. And for all of you people watching in Dota TV, I can see 401 of you with your EG pennants on, EG representing apparently. So, if you enjoyed the cast, my name is Mont. You can follow me at twitter.com/MontDota2. That is /MontDota2 if you want to watch. If you enjoyed the cast, or even if you didn't, leave some criticism, leave some feedback or comments in the chat, and I'd love to talk with you. So we're going to jump into game number 3 in just a second, guys. We'll be right back. Thanks for sticking around.